Hello fellas, this is teacher Paulo Gilberto speaking, bringing here two verbs. So we are approaching ICAO structure, and the verbs are make and do in aviation. Be careful because many teachers try to establish a rule in which we use make, in which we use do. So this is a kind of a trap, so don't follow. So, because there are so many exceptions that it's hard to establish a rule. What you need to know is one thing from aviation, general English. Sorry, not aviation, but general English, when it comes to collocation, which means one word goes with another one, and the answer is because it is. All right? So it's much more about vocabulary and a blend of vocabulary and structure. Okay, when it comes to the ICAO test, the way that they will see it, the way that the examiner will understand what you do with those two verbs, make and do, will be related only to structure, but it's connected with vocabulary as well when it comes to general English, all right? So let's go. Make. First, let's talk about make. All kinds of communication that you establish with the air traffic controller, use make, right? So make communication with the ATC. When you talk about maneuver, so the verb is make as well. It's not do, so it's make. You make evasive maneuvers, right? When it comes to landings, so guys, any kind of landings, use make. So you make a smooth landing, you make a hard landing. Ditching, I know, so this is an emergency, it's a forced landing on the water, but this is a landing. So as this is landing, we use make, so make ditching. So make a forced landing, make an emergency landing, make a wheels up landing, or make a belly landing, all right? And now remember that the difference between forced landing and emergency landing is that a forced landing is out of the runway, is out of the airport, so this is a forced landing. Emergency landing, it's possible to reach the airport runway, all right? So that's the difference. Do. When it comes to do, all the time that you think about read back, so you do the read back. So pilots must do the read back. Go around, so you do a go around. In the past, you did a go around. Say, hey, Paulo, yesterday I did a go around due to bad weather conditions. So you see, so you take the verb do, and then you make the transitions. So talking about the past did, talking about the future will do, is doing the present continuous, all right? When you talk about flights, any kind of flights, we use the verb do. So you do domestic flights, you do a round trip. What's a round trip, Paulo? Bate volta. Round trip, you do a long haul flight. In the past, the same. So, oh, Paulo, yesterday I did a round trip. Yesterday I did a round trip. Or today I'm going to do a round trip, right? And of course, the walk around. So you do the walk around. So you see, it's impossible to say that we use do for actions and a make for something that is much more about your mind, the way that you need to think, because you see that you make landings. So you make a hard landing, but you do a go around. So which means try to get the word like in blocks, the words in blocks. The name of this, in general English, collocations. I'm teacher Paulo Gilberto speaking from São Paulo, Brazil, and I'll be back soon. Stay safe, guys.